So in the comments of some of my Gambit videos, some of you have asked me to make guides on Gambit. And while I did help make the Gambit Bible, which will be linked in the description if you still want to read it, it is 20 pages of text and some people have still shown interest in a video guide after that. So this is going to be the first part of a 4-part series, which will talk about stuff everyone should know about Gambit, and then the next videos will go into more details how to play each role in Gambit. So first, let's talk about what Gambit is. Gambit is a team-based game mode where each member of your team is working together to summon the primeval and defeat it before your opponent does. This video will focus on general goals that you will have in Gambit as a team, and some tips and general knowledge that will help you achieve these goals. Next, let's talk about the different roles that you can play in Gambit. First one we're going to talk about are Reapers. Reapers are mainly focused on killing the waves of ads, also known as reaping them, to collect their motes and bank them. Anti-invaders are focused on relieving pressure off of their Reapers. They do this by killing the invader, clearing the bank, and then even helping reap when they aren't needed elsewhere. The invaders' main job is to take the portal and invade. This does not mean that's the only thing they do. When they aren't invading, they should help anti-invade and clear the blockers, and maybe even reap sometimes. Most optimal teams would consist of 2 Reapers, 1 invader, and 1 anti-invader. Next, we are going to talk about some important tips you always want to keep in mind when playing Gambit. The first step we're going to talk about today is to bank the motes. You always want to bank motes when you would get a portal or summon the primeval, even if you do not have enough motes to send a blocker. These thresholds are at 40, 80, and 100. And as you can see on screen right now, they are indicated by a little white line, which might be a little hard to see, but it's a lot easier to see in game. This section also shows how many motes you've already banked, when the white section shows how many motes you have on you with the motes you have banked already. This is useful because whenever the white line passes the 40, 80, or 100 threshold, it lets you know if everyone banks, you would get an invasion portal or summon the primeval. Invasion portals are super important because they allow you to invade, which is very powerful and can easily turn the tide of games, especially when you can do it before your opponent and slow them down from invading you. The next thing we're going to talk about is special weapons. Special weapons are very strong in Gambit because Gambit gives you special and heavy ammo after every single wave you clear. Even if you have 2 special weapons, they would each get the same amount of ammo as they would if you only had one of them equipped. When you have nearly unlimited special ammo due to this, special weapons become a lot stronger than primary weapons. An example of this are waveframes being better at active than SMGs, sniper rifles being better at scout rifles at invading, shotguns being better at clearing blockers, and there really just isn't anything primary weapons can do better than special weapons. If you're really concerned about running out of special ammo, you can even run special finisher for even more ammo. The next thing we're going to talk about is communication. Communication is one of the most important parts about playing Gambit. Even if the communication is just in text chat calling out where the invader is. Knowing where the invader is very useful. It lets you evade them so you don't die to them. It also lets you kill them pretty easily. One of my teammates called out that the invader was the top steps, so I lobbed my parasite there and I was able to get the kill. This is just one example of why communication is good. There are plenty of more things that you can communicate with your team that will help you win games. Okay, that's going to be it for this video. While I know it was very short and didn't provide that much detail, that's what the other videos are for. The other videos are going to go into a lot more detail about what you do in each role and how you play it effectively to increase your chances of winning at Gambit the most. The next video coming out is going to be the reaping video, focused on how to effectively kill ads and collect motes as fast as possible. The Gambit Guide playlist is going to be embedded in the video. You'll be able to go there and find the reaping video when it is uploaded. Until then, you can subscribe to be notified when it is.